Hello everyone, this is Autumn Hernandez with Realty One Group Iconic, and I am joined again by Gabe Lukish of Blank Lending. How are you today?
Autumn, I'm doing quite well.
Good.
Again, still.
Good. So today we're going to talk about flip, buy and hold scenarios and the money you need to bring and the money you can get from Blank Lending, correct?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. This is a template that we use to do an overview of how to assess the property, assess that the deal is good. And it's something that a client can use on any scenario. They can apply this on site real quickly. Our clients do it all the time. They know exactly what they can get, what it's going to cost, other than the third-party fees and stuff like that, closing fees.
Right.
So I'm going to start with funds I need. So I'm going to do a little line like so. And then funds I can get. There we go. Hope this is legible for everybody. I am not, this is what I do. I do math, not
numbers.
Yeah, there it is.
Not calligraphy.
Okay, so let's say that, let's say the purchase price, do you have a number for me?
Yeah, let's say we find something really nice at 110.
Nice, okay. 110K, great. Let's say, is there some repairs that are gonna be involved?
Yeah, probably about 40,000 on a house like that.
40K in repairs. What else do you have? Oh, I'm sorry, closing costs, that's me. Let's just say a high number, we'll go, just to keep it not math easy, as at 10 grand. All right, so that is 160K, right? So now we have this is what it's gonna cost, or the money we need, right? So then we come over here, we're gonna do, let's say that the after repair value is when all these repairs are done, house is purchased, repairs are done, typically the comps in the area say that this is what you can get for it. It's the after repair value.
Yeah, the going rate.
Correct.
For a house
There it
that's
is.
comparable.
Correct. What would you say the after repair value is? We did all our due diligence.
We did 70% of that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not that far.
Not that far. Oh, I jumped ahead. Our after repair value is 210,000.
Okay, so 210K, right? So we do 70%
of that.
That's how we get a loan amount. Do the quick math for me.
Quick math is going to be 147.
Yeah. 147K. So this is how much you can get. And this is how much it costs, right? There's a discrepancy, right? So that's 13,000 you would bring to closing, okay? In this scenario, there's another scenario. If the client does not want to have us do the repairs, finance the repairs, there's another scenario where it would be just the purchase price. We do typically 80 to 90% of the purchase price, bringing 10 to 20 grand to closing.
So what happens with this $40,000 that we have set aside for repairs?
It's a great question. What we do is it's allotted at closing to go into escrow. Simply means is that the reason it's done like that is because we do not charge interest on money that has not been borrowed. So at this point you have not made any draws to the repairs, right? So what we do is we simply charge you interest, start the interest at 107, the 40 minus 147, and then as you make the draws, then the principal grows, of course growing the payment, but it's at your freedom. We do not have any draw schedule, and a lot of my clients have the money, so they just do all the repairs and then do one draw at the very end, saving them 3 to 6 months of interest.
All right, good. Okay, so this situation up here, this is for a flip, right? Something we see on like HGTV.
Correct, yes, or the start of a buy and hold.
Okay.
It's the same scenario. Then the exit strategy comes into play, right? And so let's say that the client does want to do a buy and hold. So what we'll simply do is it converts into a conventional. Yes, there's two closings, and I'll get into that in one minute. We take the 147 because that's what the loan amount is. You're refinancing that. On a conventional or on a long-term loan, you can get 75% of the appraised value, right? So it's a little bit different than the ARV, as in that it's a scientific or more of a precise market value, right?
Right.
I apologize about that.
Because realtors cannot assess value. We can just give you comps.
There it is. And we do not require an appraisal up here. So what we do is we go off comps, right? So we each negotiate the comps. And so here's where the appraisal comes in because it goes into a different scenario, right? So 75% of the appraised value of 147 comes to 157,500, right? You have your 147, bring it down, so it brings you to $10,500 back at closing, right? Now, of course, there's closing costs, right, associated with it. Completely different than the first closing, right? We do not, our clients do not get origination charged again. Typically, overall, it's between 40 to 70% less than the original closing. Overall, depending on the scenario.
Sure.
Let's just say 50% to keep the math easy, right? So now for closing minus 5K, you're at 5,500, right? That's, oh, sorry.
We got
5,500. That is what you can expect back at closing. Of course, you're already in 13K, so at this point, you're about $7,000 difference. So essentially, this property, to get it, to buy and hold, to get it cash flowing, to grow your net worth, to play the appreciation game, cost you $7,000.
And that's really reasonable. And you know, a lot of people don't realize that they can do this.
It's not a rich quick scheme as much as HGTV wants to make it out to be, but it's smart financial sense. $7,000 to have a property that's going to appraise and it's going to, appreciate over the course of the loan. Have a client or have a renter pay your mortgage for you.
And have cash flow on top of that.
And cash flow on top. And so absolutely right off the interest, there's huge tax benefits to this, which we can get into in subsequent videos, but this is really the scenario that we go by. It's a snapshot. It's a holistic approach. Not every client fits into this mold. It's just a general approach we take to explaining the scenario, and then having our clients being able to go out on site and apply firsthand what it looks like it's going to cost.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. This was really enlightening, and I think a lot of people are going to appreciate the rundown.
Yeah.
So thanks again for
Absolutely, Autumn.
coming.
And have any questions, give me a call.
713, go bling. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.